morning, everybody. Thursday, January 6th. We are going to try and do our first installment of A Day in the Life. It was recommended, it was suggested by you guys. You wanted to see something similar to this. So I bounced the idea around a little bit of running sort of a series where I would try to convince some of the other teachers in the building to also take part. So while I'll be out lobbying them to join in on the fun with the YouTube channel and make their own A Day in the Life video, I'll be making my own just to keep you busy. So hopefully you're entertained. Like I said, it's Thursday, January 6th. It is approximately 7:30 in the morning. We're on our way into the building to get our day started. Now normally, at this time in the morning, I'd just be finishing up my workout at the school. I like to get up around 5:15 every day, grab a quick bite to eat, definitely have some water. First thing I do in the morning is drink a glass of water, try to get everything going, my body getting warmed up, everything like that. Get to the school, have a good stretch, maybe run on the treadmill for a little bit to get my heart rate up, and then have a workout. But unfortunately, on Tuesday, with the ice that had formed at the house, I decided to take a dive down the stairs in the dark on the ice. So enjoy these highlights. Good thing is we have a security system at the house, so I was able to capture my fall on the ice and record it for you all. So enjoy the highlights of that. So that little dive down the stairs has prevented me from doing much the last couple of days. My back's pretty sore. One of those falls where you know you're going, but you try your best to prevent it from happening. So in the process of flailing around like a fish out of water, I must have pulled something in my lower back. So Wednesday night, I typically have a skate. I went to that last night. Didn't help it much, a little aggravated this morning, so I decided to take the day off from the workout and let it rest and hopefully recover. We'll put some heat on it when I get home today, hopefully, and maybe tomorrow I'll be back to it, light stuff, whatever I can handle. So we're just gonna finish up our drive here into the school. I'll check in throughout the day. We got a busy one today. Project No is in the house all day today, so we'll be seeing them in class. But this Day in the Life video series is going to be more for what we do when we're not teaching. So once I get into the building, there probably won't be too much in terms of teaching that needs to be recorded, because most of you see us doing that all day anyway. It'll be what we do before and after the school day that will be the focus of this video series. So after school, I've got to get a quick haircut. You know, I try to get in there once a month and have a former student of mine who owns a place in downtown Jamestown. I ask her once a month to cut the gray hair out as best she can. So, I mean, not gray hair, I meant platinum hair. It is tough being 27 years old and having so much platinum hair, but she does a great job, and we'll get into that after school. And then when we're done with that, we'll sit down, take care of some grading, get our things ready to go for our Friday. And I believe we got a couple little projects to do, hopefully. Still waiting to hear, but there's a chance we'll be heading over to a local marina to continue our work on Mr. Hines' fishing boat, which we've been doing some things to over the last couple of weeks, which I'll put some pictures up so you can take a look at what we've been up to, and that'll be it. So I hope you really enjoy this series. I also hope we can get some other teachers to jump on board and put themselves out there a little bit and let you guys see what we do when we're not standing in front of the classroom teaching. So hopefully it's a good day. Hopefully you can enjoy yours, and hopefully you enjoy this video. So here I am. School day went well. We're back. We made it back into town. It's 3:59 p.m. And as I mentioned earlier, I've got a haircut at 4 with a former student. Samantha Cooley, formerly known as Samantha Scudlark, daughter of former teacher Mr. Chad Scudlark, who's now enjoying his retirement somewhere. Anyway, we got to get inside there so that she can chop these things out of there. Those platinum hairs, they got to go. Get a little freshened up. But if you're not familiar, a little free advertisement for Sam. There it is. Fringe hair. Downtown. East 3rd and Pine. I think this is called the Willow Bay building. Theater building. But it's where the youth ballet is. Check it out. She does a really nice job. Randolph student, now successful business owner. So, free advertisement. All right, we just got done. I just got done, not we. You're not there. With the haircut, as you can see. Sam did a great job. I was a little disappointed that that's still there. But what are you going to do? I guess. I'm going to have to live with it. It's almost 5 o'clock. I'm about 90 minutes later than I normally am getting home. And if you listen close enough, you can hear both dogs inside going absolutely bonkers. We usually are on a walk, and they've already had dinner by now. So that's the plan. I'm going to get inside, get changed, get them something to eat, and then take them around the block. Got to patrol the south side and sniff all their favorite trees while we're out there. So. What are you looking at? Huh? You're supposed to be walking in front of me. Ah, don't do that either. So, here we are, out on the walk. Got Buddy, who's a 13-year-old Beagle mix that we rescued about 3 years ago. And then, of course, there's Murphy. But we're going to head around the block. Where's the deer? Ooh. Huh? Where's the deer? Murph? Where are they? Ooh. Okay. Let's go see if we can find them. Hey, so we just got back from our walk, nice little walk. We made sure to stop and visit every single one of the 27 trees in the neighborhood, as well as stopping to visit every single snow pile that any other dog could have ever possibly walked by. So what you could walk in probably 20 minutes took us almost an hour. So good times. It's nice to be outdoors. I'm not going to complain about that. A little chilly. And I typically like to get out and do our walk right after work while we still have some daylight. So once you start walking around at nighttime, as you probably saw, Murphy really starts to focus in on the fact that he can try to chase those deer if he can see them. And we typically see the deer in the city in the same spots every night. And they really don't care about me or humans and really dogs until I take Murphy off the leash, which is our favorite game, which is called Get the Deer. When that happens, I let him loose and he chases the deer around people's yards. It's kind of funny until, of course, somebody gets mad that Murphy's chasing deer through the yard, but hasn't happened yet. Hopefully it doesn't happen. But since the time I got done with the walk, I got inside and I go through kind of a typical routine. I'll actually get my clothes ready to go for tomorrow and pack them into my gym bag. I'll get my workout clothes ready to go and lay them out on the nightstand or the dresser, whatever's probably not the nightstand, definitely a dresser. So that when I wake up at 5, I can just snap out of bed, grab my clothes, get changed, grab something to eat, and get out the door and head to school. So I got that part taken care of. Another thing I like to do between walk and before I sit down and do some work is to get my lunch ready to go. So I made myself my normal salad. It's always the same. I'm pretty boring. I can't believe that you guys really requested a video about what my life is like outside of school, because it's sad. Same old salad, always the same stuff. Lettuce, shredded cheese, carrots, ham, ranch dressing. Okay? And as a special treat, and thanks to Drew, I will be packing with me tomorrow a seasonal Pop-Tart as a Friday treat for my lunch. So got that done. It's ready to rock and roll. It's all laid out in the kitchen, so I can, of course, just grab that stuff out of the refrigerator in the morning, throw it in the bag, and again, out the door I go to work, heading into the weight room as early as I can. So now that that stuff's taken care of, this is the time of the day typically when I sit down and try to get some work done. It's 6:30, so depending on what day it is and how much stuff I have to do, I'll spend at least an hour or two either grading papers, catching up on Teams messages, and helping out those that have been asking me questions since the school day ended. I'll get into some emails, and then of course, because I'm going to have to teach a lesson, if it's not already planned, I like to spend some time making sure that it's all put together. Any technology that I'll be using is going to work, any apps, any programs. I like the comfort of knowing that when I get to the building tomorrow, that all I have to do is pull up the things that I need and we're ready to go. So that's what I'll do over the next couple of hours. And because it's Thursday and I have a pretty good feeling I'm going to get that stuff done pretty quickly, when that's over, I'll spend some time. I'll squat up, find some folks on the old Xbox, and get into some games for a little bit. And then once game's over, I'll crawl into bed, grab a book, and read until I get tired and fall asleep. And that's pretty much it. So I guess while I'm down here, I might as well show you my office area, the game room. This is the place where I go, where I've got a lot of my stuff set up so I can sit down and work. And back in March when we first went remote, this was my classroom. This is where I would be every day teaching lessons and taking care of the daily duties of a teacher from a basement. So I'll give you the tour. Just give me 1 second to stand up. All right, so here it is. This is the office, the basement, the man room, whatever you want to call it. I'll give you a quick little tour around here. As most of you know, I enjoy playing adult hockey still. I've got a jersey of mine that I put into a shadow box from a few years ago from the glory days. The glory days before we got old. Back in the good old days where we won a few of the local ice hockey championships. Back when I didn't have gray hair. We won 4 of those in 6 years. 3 in a row back in those days. So I took the photos of our championship pose after each of those 4 championships in my old Southside Redemption jersey, and I put it down on my wall to celebrate the success of that group of guys. Great group of people. I have a Ryan Miller autographed jersey, if you're familiar with the Sabres. Ryan Miller was their franchise goalie for a long time. This is his World's jersey that he signed that my mom won at an auction for me, and I put that into a shadow box. I've got another jersey here. I was lucky enough years ago to take part in a couple of the Cali's Crusades charity hockey games down at the ice rink, one of which we played against the Buffalo Sabres alumni. So I got to get out on the ice with some guys that I saw play when I was a kid. It was amazing. They were in their 50s and 60s, and they were so good still, even at that age. They were just head and shoulders. It's amazing what professional athletes can do at any age. And then as you kind of look around, I got a bookshelf with some souvenirs from travels and some other things, some DVDs, a picture of my mom back in the day next to Jim Kelly, some family photos. I'd like to show you this real quick, but there's some top secret material there. Uh-oh, don't let that get out. That's coming up soon. Just got a delivery today, actually. We're going to start making our new one. Murphy's bed's down here. When I'm down here working or playing games, he likes to sit down here next to the heater on the dog bed. I've got 2 of them so that he has choices. You just never know. On this wall here is just kind of like a little memorial wall. My very first dog, Riley, another yellow lab. He was with me in my 20s and 30s. We lost him not too long ago, about 5 years now. But he was my first dog on my own as an adult. So I have this nice little painting that was given to me as a gift of Riley. That was our last trip, actually, together down to the river, or the creek down at JCC. Used to love to go down there and swim. A nice little shadow box of some memorials from Riley from back in the day. And then underneath there, right here, I've got this big plaque dedicated to my dad, who we lost back in 2006 to cancer. So I like to keep that down here so that when I walk down the steps, and the first thing that I see when I get around that corner is to remind me that I share a last name with other people, and to try to honor that last name through the things that I do every day and the things that I say and my actions, and hopefully that makes him proud of me, as a 27-year-old. I almost said it, as a 27-year-old, as I go through my adult life. And as we swing around here in the office, I've got some Cardinal stuff, of course. Randolph, can't get away without having Harry Potter down here. Got my Gryffindor scarf, a buck that I shot years ago. Exercise bike, get down here and wheel out these 27-year-old legs every now and then. Get a good workout going in the basement when I can. I made this. This is a Buffalo Sabres shelf. It was an old prop, actually, from the Chautauqua Opera that was given to me that I repainted with the Sabres logo, and I took some of my old broken hockey sticks and I framed it in and decorated it so that it would be dedicated to some hockey stuff. My favorite team, of course. On top, as you typically have, we got some Bills hats here in the back. Some things that my mom made for me a while ago from my time coaching at Randolph, coaching the boys team. A little pillow here. That's actually a pillow made of my dad's old shirts, as a way for me to remember him. It's been a while. Some Randolph logos, Randolph soccer, Sabres. You kind of get the idea here. This is dedicated to all the sports. Some more articles there. Some hockey pucks. A hockey puck from the World Junior Championship game that was held outdoors in Buffalo a couple of years ago. A signed Sabres puck. And then I got a puck from the Jamestown Rebels, who are not playing this year. And then up on the wall over here, another one of those things that my mom made, a little thing from my time coaching. I've got a United States Coast Guard flag. My dad was a member of the United States Coast Guard. This was his old flag that I hung up in the basement. Just another reminder, I guess. And then let's get to the office spot. So this is where I do all my work. Okay, this is for all of you that were curious as to where the gaming went down. Well, gaming comes second to work sometimes. Well, actually most of the time, even though I do enjoy gaming. But priorities, right? We got to get it straight. School first, games second. Got to learn to balance our lives. We all could sit down here and play games for hours and hours and hours and then forget that we have priorities and things that should be ahead of those games. So this is where I do my work first and my games second. Just nothing crazy, just a standard shelf. I think I got it at Walmart with the Xbox and some routers and things. Got the laptop plugged into the gaming monitor so I can check some emails and get some Teams messages throughout the evening to make sure I can help those that are asking. Well, there's a guitar. And yes, I can play the guitar. I learned to play the guitar when I was 14 from my old social studies teacher, actually. He used to give lessons on Saturdays to a number of different kids in high school, one of which was me. So he taught me how to play the guitar when I was 14, and I have played casually ever since. It's been a few months since I've picked that thing up and done anything with it, but someday, again, soon, hopefully that'll happen. Up here, got a TV, so what I normally do is I get the laptop, the gaming monitor, and that television all lined up and hooked up together so I can watch the news, I can put a project or your projects that I'm grading onto the television screen, then grade them onto the monitor, and then at the same time I can still have emails and chats going on the laptops. It's a pretty comfortable setup for me down here, and if I don't have the security system going outside, I'll put the news on, put a movie on, play some music through the television while I'm working down here. And that's pretty much it. I'll save you the boring stuff of looking in the laundry room or into any closets or anything like that, but that's how it goes. This is where I do a lot of my work, down in the basement at the house. So, little tour for you. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. Well, that's it for the day. It's 9 p.m. Thursday. We had a good day. Got a lot done. Spent the last couple of hours downstairs working on answering some emails, answering team messages, finishing up some vocab notebook grading, and getting lessons ready for Friday. So with that, since it's 9 p.m. and I'm getting a little tired, I think I'm going to sit down, grab a good book, and read until I fall asleep. I've got a pretty nice book that I've been reading the last couple of days called Killing England. It's the story of the Revolution and the events of the Revolutionary War. It's pretty good. So I can only imagine it'll be maybe an hour or two before I get tired and I don't want to read anymore. So hopefully you all enjoyed this first installment of A Day in the Life, and we'll look forward to some other teachers doing the same thing.